Welcome, everybody. My name is Jim Cerny, and I'm the president of the Sarasota Technical Users Group. And today is May 6th, 2026, Wednesday, and our regular meeting is going to start at 7 p.m. It's just a little bit after 6:30 now, Eastern Time here in Sarasota, Florida. And this is our question and answer help desk time for about 30 minutes before the regular meeting. And I hear we have some good questions coming up already. And I'm going to ask Ken if he would represent his issue that he gave us a little hint of earlier. Go ahead, Ken.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Well, I had a Samsung S20 phone that was hacked day before yesterday in just endless commercials, obnoxious commercials. And I was mystified. And what happened is, I guess, is that I downloaded some software to try to correct the problem, which I guess multiplied the problem. So I took it to a cell shop yesterday, really nice guy, and he said it'd be $59 if he removes three or less viruses, $99 if it's over that. He played with it for about 20 or so minutes and then came to the conclusion that it was too serious and that the entire phone had to be wiped. I interpret that as bring it back to its original settings. In other words, wipe the hard drive. And in fact, it was infested so much. Incidentally, this is a nice store. I want to recommend him. He's at the intersection of 53rd and Tamiami Trail, 14th Street. He didn't charge me. He said, I'm not going to charge you for this. And he spent 20, he's talking to his brother half the time too, but he spent 20, 30 minutes working on it. Super nice guy. But the bottom line is, when I got back, I ordered another phone from Amazon. They promised to deliver it yesterday between 2 and 6. Now I have an S26, and I switched the SIM from the S20 to the S26, and even I could do that without too many problems. And it looks like I was able to reconfigure the photos in on Chrome and the contact numbers and all that, and it's fantastic. Do you guys have any other advice? He told me definitely don't switch things over like you normally would because you would take the virus with you. But what else should I do from that? I'm kind of happy now. I've got the pictures, the contacts.
May I ask what security you're using on your phones or on the phone?
Well, I think the new one is the Samsung one. I was using Aura, AURO, but I wholesale cars and trucks, and it was actually doing too good of a job. It was wiping everybody out. I think maybe because they said the word something about sales or something like that, and that triggered their software or something. But Aura was okay, but I tried to just shut it down, and then I finally uninstalled it. And then I got this prompt, and then I got another prompt saying that they were going to save me, and I suckered into it.
Are you familiar with Malwarebytes at all?
That was one of the advertisements, and I had heard of them, so I downloaded it. But I guess it was too far gone for them to save.
Well, then the problem is that when you saw that as an ad, the chances are it wasn't really Malwarebytes; it was a phishing spot.
Yeah,
more than likely. I mean, probably most of those ads you saw, if you clicked on any, it would have made them worse because they're probably all fake.
Ken, I had an earlier Samsung 20, I think it was a 26. Is that what you got? I don't know what the latest one is. Maybe it was
a 20. It's S26, which, by the way, I like the way they do it as opposed to playing games. I-17, I-16.
Yeah.
S20 means the year 2000. S26 means 2026. Keep things simple.
But anyway, what you might want to do is go to YouTube and put in the model you have, and there's going to be a lot of videos, especially Samsung. People are real good about it. The first things that you should do with a new phone, and it'll tell you what security changes you should make, what things you should turn off, turn on, and so on. And I would do that because I did that with the Samsung I had for quite a while, and I was real pleased with doing it. And I also learned how to use that phone because of all of that.
And I would say
What
that
should I
if
put into the YouTube search?
The uh,
getting
the
started
model
with
S26,
it,
but how should I
Samsung
word it?
20 Samsung 26 whatever it is that you have,
Right.
and just say
getting
beginning or
started.
beginner, getting started.
Do a search for unboxed.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Okay.
But I would say with your old one, I think I would probably wipe it because almost anything you do is likely to carry over to. I mean, if you take anything more off it, you're likely to reinfect your new phone. I'd just wipe it.
Yeah. The only thing I really switched was the SIM card. And is that the way those SIM cards work? They also store your
No,
contacts
no,
and
no,
that?
no. The SIM card is strictly for the phone. The SIM card itself only does the phone. Like for
And where did the contacts and the text mails come
that all
from?
comes from your account,
Hmm.
from your Samsung account.
That's all in the cloud.
That's why, because it was like both phones were able to shoot up to it.
Well, you'd
I
you'd
see.
already everything from your old phone had already been up there.
Yeah. So that's like a backup.
Yeah.
Great.
And hopefully there's no virus up in the cloud to
That's
come
the thing to
down.
worry about.
Well, I'm kind of satisfied with just having the contacts and the text and that.
Well, if you're happy, don't rock the boat, I suppose,
Well, I'd still like to do the unboxing thing and learn more. That's
Absolutely.
why I'm here
Sure,
with you guys.
absolutely.
I've been here for 2 years, but just kind of observing. This is the first time I've ever talked. And that's because
Okay. And you're going to
Huey
become a member
asked me
now, right,
something.
Ken? You're going to become a member.
Yeah, why not?
It's either
I mean, I
be
was gonna before, but I just kept procrastinating. That's why I was
Okay,
gonna
so you
do it
owe us
right now and be
two
done with
years
it.
of membership.
it's
I'm
either
sorry?
become a member or 25 cents a word.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. All right, Ken. So go with it. What's going to happen with your old phone, Ken? Can you get any cash compensation for turning it in?
Well, it's 6 years old. It's an S20. What's that worth?
I noticed
Keep it.
I
There's
Keep
lots
it.
of
Use it for a camera.
Yeah, that's right. Use it as a dash cam
Yep.
or a security camera or a webcam. It's good, really good for all of those things.
yeah, I just saw
And
an
you don't need
article
a SIM card.
about making an old phone a dash cam, and I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, if you look at
Hmm.
Tech for Senior website, you'll find 2 or 3 articles on that. Ron Brown has done some.
Drop it off at the refurb group.
There you go. All right, very good. Thank you, Ken.
Thank
And,
you.
you're welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Now, let's go on to somebody else. Somebody said they had a couple of
Murray,
questions. Murray, you have a question for us?
Yes, I do. I have Copilot on my iPhone as an app, but like most apps, if you just go to the when you go to the search bar and type in an app like photos or calendar or anything like that, the app will come up. But when I do that, it comes up with a bunch of stuff, but it doesn't come up with the app. The only way I can get the app to open is to go to the App Store and type in the search there. And then since it's installed, it says open. But I don't understand why I can't get to it from the as normal. I can't find it as an app.
Can
Where to
do
put
Huh?
it?
you see the icon for it?
Not until I do that search on the App Store to find it.
Okay, you have an iPhone or do you have an Android?
An iPhone.
Well, not all of them are on the desktop, and sometimes you have to go into some of the. I'm not sure how it works on the iPhone, but you have to go into a group or you have to go into something that's in the background, and it's out there somewheres. You can do a search on it, It should bring it up, and then
Yeah, well,
what
when I do a search for it, it comes up with Copilot on Safari, or then a whole bunch of websites. It doesn't come up with the app for some reason.
The only thing I could think of is if you have a certain kind of phone, like an iPhone, the iPhone Apple company doesn't want you to get apps from anywhere else but through their
No,
store.
I got it through there. I start through the Apple
Oh,
Store.
okay.
I would ask, if you can't get to Copilot, I'd ask Copilot or ask one of the other AIs.
Yeah, that's my next attempt, but I just thought that would be a question I could ask you guys.
Yeah, you should be able to get Copilot, yes.
May I ask another question?
Sure, Ken, you're on.
My understanding is there's two separate systems. I may have the words wrong, but I think the Android system is Knox and the iPhone is different, or maybe I've got them switched. Can you explain I don't know, the philosophies or how the iPhones are different than the Android Knox system?
I don't know.
cannot. Anybody else?
The Android
I'm not
what system?
So, well, the iPhones have one system, and that's why they're a little more difficult to hack. And the Androids have, I believe it's called the Knox system.
Only on the Samsung.
never-
That makes
thing. I
sense
don't
to
have
anybody?
Knox- I only have Knox on Samsung, not on the Pixel.
So Knox system is the one that's on the Android.
No, it sounds like Samsung.
Yeah, it's
Only
a Samsung.
Samsung?
Yeah, I don't have Knox on mine. I have a Samsung tablet. Knox is on my Samsung tablet. I do not have a Samsung phone. I won't get one. I have a
What?
Pixel.
What is
What
Knox?
is Knox?
Pardon?
What is
Knox is
Knox?
part of something that Samsung came up with. I don't know.
Oh, well, what does it do?
Proprietary from Samsung.
Yes.
So they're the only ones that have it, and
Yeah.
they don't want to share.
Who doesn't
Well,
want to share?
Well, we don't know
Samsung,
what
if
it.
they're the-
You don't
if
know
they're
what
the
it
only
is.
ones, it's like
They
Apple.
may-
They don't want to share. That's what
They may
screwed
have-
Sony with Betamax.
They have different approaches on how they handle things, and their software
I have an
works
answer.
from that.
I have an answer. Knox
Go
is
ahead, John.
Samsung's built-in security and management platform that protects Galaxy devices from the hardware chip level up for businesses, and for business provides tools to configure and manage fleets of phones and tablets. So it is a tool for Samsung phone users if they buy, especially for businesses that buy a fleet of phones for their people, a way of locking down the security. It provides defense-grade security by isolating sensitive data. It helps protect against threats like malware, routing, theft, etc. It underpins features like secure folder, and primarily for business and enterprise, but for individual users, Knox is built into most Galaxy phones, tablets, and watches, and is active from the moment you power it on. So Knox is security on the Samsung.
So
And I
even though
got that information from a Perplexity query. So that's
Okay.
the same.
even though the new phone came with software for, I guess it's anti-hacking, it said something about Samsung software.
Yep.
Should I go ahead and still download Malwarebytes? But because I've heard you're not supposed to, because they might be fighting each other.
I would go to an AI and ask that question.
Okay.
That's just like I just did with Perplexity about this. I can go back and say, okay, tell me the question again.
Well, on the new S26, they talk about security and they talk about Samsung has some software included. But should I take your advice I'm reading in the chat room about downloading Malwarebytes and put that on my new phone, or would there be a conflict whatever Samsung put on that came with the phone, and then would Malwarebytes have a conflict or fight each other.
Okay, thank
May I
you.
make a suggestion?
Go ahead,
May I
Doug.
make a suggestion? That what you're asking is a perfect question for ChatGPT.
And I just asked Perplexity and got the answer.
Because what happens is if you go into an AI engine, it will say, now would you like to know more, etc. And it will take you down the path and you can get as deep as you want.
And I have
It's
the
really,
answer.
it's almost mind-bending what you can do with that type of a question.
Perplexity could not find anything about the AURO. Was that the security you were using? AURO?
Yes.
Perplexity does not find anything about it. That may have been the cause of your issues. Then
Wow.
then I see you probably don't need Malwarebytes on the Galaxy S26 if you install apps only from the Play Store and the Galaxy Store. So the key is don't go someplace else and sideload something. Only from the App
Okay.
Store or from the Galaxy Store. But no, you do not need Malwarebytes with the security that's on the Samsung.
Okay. I'm not even going to consider going other than those places. Thank you.
Okay,
It's AURA,
Oh,
and
okay.
ChatGPT has a long explanation of that.
Let me go look because he spell it. It's not AURO then, right?
AURA.
Okay, let me try it again.
They focus on different problems.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got 3 pages of information answering that question.
Yep, here it comes.
Dave, did you have a contribution you wanted to make? I think.
yeah.
And there are multiple multiple apps called AURA. So that's again is a possibility.
By the way, ChatGPT suggests Malwarebytes over Aura.
Okay, Dave, go ahead and try again.
All right. I have an opposing point of view, and it may be incorrect because my view is based upon my PC experience, which may not translate to the cell phone industry. But I always learned you only had one antivirus program, not 2. They
Yeah.
fought each other. But as far as malware, spyware, you could have any number of programs that they didn't conflict with each other. I am a big proponent of Malwarebytes. I pay for the pro version.
They used to fight and do the same thing.
Not
They've learned how to
anymore.
play nicely together.
Very much so. Very much so.
2 antivirus programs?
No.
I use Windows.
Go ahead.
I use Windows Defender and Malwarebytes with
That's
no ill
fine.
effects.
That's absolutely fine.
Yep, exactly, Dave. That's exactly, Doug. Both of you. You're absolutely right.
But you couldn't have, 2 antivirus programs.
No, that you're correct.
Right.
But all viruses are malicious software, but not all malicious software is a virus.
Yes.
So you have your and Windows security, which is now different from Microsoft Defender, but Windows security has improved tremendously over the years. And it does not conflict with Malwarebytes because Malwarebytes is looking for something else.
Right.
And I would not have any other tool like that on my system. I don't need, I swear by it.
Whether it's a phone or a PC or a tablet, if you have a security system on it that's active and you try to download an additional security system, be it virus protection or something else, either it will not let you do it and give you a message saying, do you want to replace your existing antivirus system with the one you're trying to download? And it's a yes or no. Or the company could say, we'll get into your system, but we won't activate our antivirus. We'll just give you things like a cleanup facility and all this other junk, which you can feel like it. But Dave is right. You only have one antivirus active on your system at a time. Does that sound good to everybody? I will be corrected if I'm wrong with that, but and if you install a different antivirus on your PC and you decide later you pay for that antivirus, when you uninstall it, the Windows Defender jumps right back in. And doesn't do anything. Okay, do we have time for another question? I guess we. Ken, did you have another? No, it was. Who had another? Murray, did you have another question? You said you had
Oh, that's
more than one?
fine.
You're fine? Okay. Okay, anybody else? Question?
Well, if I can get one thing clarified, I'm still going to do the outbox thing, but I think do the Android phones from Samsung come now with this Windows Defender automatically installed? In other words, can I just not do anything if they have this Windows Defender already installed?
Well, they wouldn't have Windows Defender because that's
No.
Windows.
It's Windows, not
But it does have
Android.
that knock, I think you said, or something like that. So they do have security in place.
Is that good enough?
Yes.
Probably.
So I don't have to do anything.
No.
I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, usually with any device, it should come with an antivirus or some kind of protection system. And your first attempt is to try to use and learn about what it comes with. And then if you're not happy with it, then research into what other options you may want to pursue. Okay, Huey, did you have a question you were going to ask?
Well, I had something that I thought might work into an interesting discussion. And how do you update software that you have either on your PC or on your phone? How do you know when it's time to update, and how do you do it?
You'll be like me and be on the bleeding edge.
To a bleeding edge. Let's see, I think I used Galera Utilities, and Galera will scan your system and see what software or apps need updating. And then you can click on it and download the updates. If you try to do it yourself, you can do it, but you're going to go to a website that's going to offer the update for the new release of the software, and it may not be the company you want to deal with. It could be an intermediate company that's providing you this update, and you usually don't want to do that. You want to go to the website of the actual company of the app that you're using to download the update.
Are you familiar with WinGet? WINGET?
I've heard about it. Has other people used that? I do not.
I use it all the
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
I did a video on it.
Did you spell it?
I would encourage anybody who uses Windows to check out the WinGet command. It's one step.
Actually, there's a GUI for it too. And the GUI one, you can schedule it to do it automatically every night.
Okay.
It's called
UniGet.
UniGet.
Could you put those both in the chat, please, for spelling purposes, so I can get it correct?
On
UNIGET.
WINGET.
And I put it in the chat.
UNI.
thank you. No, that's
What's I
Murray,
got
that's
wrong?
UniGet. Is it
There's-
UniGet or
there's-
I know.
UniGet?
No,
UniGet.
it's
I
U.
typed
U is
wrong.
in unicorn. N is in nobody, and I is in idiot.
As far as Android phones, once a week I open the Play Store. I go to my little icon at the top. I go into managed apps, and I look at what needs to be updated and do the update.
Let me ask, while we have everybody here, just to wind up, how many of you on your whatever device you use have chosen automatic updates so you don't have to look for updates? I do not do that. I like to look for the update and know what I'm downloading.
Absolutely.
But does anybody else use automatic updates?
Well, I
No.
do,
No.
but it doesn't. I still have to do it manually. It doesn't really do it
Mm.
properly.
Yeah. Okay, those two things, if I look, is it INIGET or
No, it's
UN?
you. It's
The
you.
second
It was a typo. I was a typo.
UNIGET, and the other one was WinGet, WINGET.
Well,
Yeah. The
UniGet executes WinGet.
Okay, great, thank you.
It's a
Yeah, just
Yeah.
it's a
you-
GUI, a
UniGet
graphical user interface for the WinGet.
Okay,
And there
I'll
are
put that
some
in
things
the-
that it will not be able to update, and it will tell you that it failed. And what I do is for those ones, what I do is I tell it to ignore the updates for that one, so it doesn't keep reminding me that it's tried and failed.
Yes.
Okay, so WinGet not only tells you what needs to be updated on your system, but will actually do the updates?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. They're very helpful. All right. Well, we're getting close to our end time. Do we have time for one more quickie from anybody?
Steve's got his hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got an answer for Huey's question, and that is there are utilities like SecuTaur, Fallen Detect. It's a German utility that detects for vulnerabilities in your software and lets you know if you are vulnerable or not with the programs you've got if they need updating.
Okay.
Could you put that in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody. It was a great session. I hope my notes will be correct, and I try to put the abbreviated notes into the next month's monitor edition. So thank you for attending. I'm going to turn it over to Huey. This is the end of the help desk session with myself and everybody who attended early. And I'll turn it over to Huey now to announce the regular meeting starting at 7 o'clock.